And I'm the Associate Vice President for Digital and Social Strategy at 3 Enrollment Marketing. I'm here today to talk to you about the new MetaQuest 3 because I have one. So let's talk about what these are. This is the headset. This is the MetaQuest 2, the previous version of it. And, it sits on your head and it's decently heavy. And in the MetaConnect event that I attended with Mark Zuckerberg, they said that when the MetaQuest 3 ships, it'll be around 40% smaller than the MetaQuest. Now, I'm not very good at math. I have to tell you that it's really about the same size. Like it's not that much different. It does have some cool new features. While the MetaQuest has one button on it, basically to turn it on, and one button for sound, the MetaQuest 3 has a button to adjust the inside to adjust these and make them smaller. So that's kind of cool. It still has sound. I'm still not used to figuring out where the button for power is. It doesn't seem intuitive. It seems like it would be more intuitive to put it somewhere else other than right here, but whatever. Um, the controllers, here's the controller for the MetaQuest 2. Here's the controller for the MetaQuest 3. This is significantly smaller, but as you can see, I never actually had to undo the straps here. So when I held onto it, it kind of just held, like it just worked, and I never put it strapped on. Whereas just a little bit of playing with this thing, I can feel that I'm going to need to strap it. It does have the exact same number of things. It seems to be built for somebody with very large hands as well. Well, this is a non-adjustable thing, so you kind of really have to skirt up. I don't know. Didn't hate the old controller. The new controller is interesting. As you can see, the pass through is way better. So when you're looking at this, when you're looking through this, and you want to see the pass through, meaning around like what's around you, it's black and white and very grainy. With this, there's 3 cameras. It also like really when you're creating, anyway, there's 3 cameras, and so the pass through is unbelievable. Like when you put this on, it looks like it doesn't have it on. You can see your phone, you can see your controllers, like you can see everything. You can like still type on your on your computer and on your phone, because you have to be able to, because the setup requires your phone. So being able to see your phone is pretty critical. You're not actually seeing your phone, you're seeing a recording of your phone, which is interesting. It's not in incredibly high def, but it's not in as high def as just the world is, but it's not bad. It's pretty close. What else? Yeah. So when you put this on and you draw your Guardian, that's the space that you draw to allow you to just work. You can actually just walk around and it draws a Guardian and it maps your walls. So I've done this in a couple of rooms, meaning that Meta knows the dimensions of my house and where my couch is at and all that stuff. It's both interesting and a bit weird, but the interesting part is there's a game that you can play on this where you stick on the headset and a bunch of little furries come through the roof and break the walls of your roof, and you have to shoot them. And when I played in my bedroom, the little furries hid under the bed. They knew the bed was there and they hid under the bed. So the AR VR possibilities are really kind of endless. In general, there's nothing yet that I've seen that is way more interesting. It holds the power longer than this one does, but this is almost 3 years old now and still works fine. It holds the power still. It did not come in an elegant box. Like, this is the box. I had to actually rip the box because it was too tight on the sleeve that it came on. And so I couldn't actually just get it out. And this is what happened to the box. Like, that's not, I don't know. It's not designed to be a high-end product, and it's not a high-end product. Like next summer, Apple is going to come out with one. And I can promise you that the box and the unboxing of it is going to be an experience. And the onboarding is going to be an experience. Whether or not this piece of tech came out and the experiences are going to come with it as we build it, it's worth remembering that when the iPhone first came out, it didn't do your banking or call you a taxi or order you food. One of the first coolest apps on it was a literal beer that when you turned the camera, the beer disappeared out of the bottle. And that was a really super popular app. So the tech was way before the infrastructure of the content. So I'm hopeful that the infrastructure of the content on this baby here starts to get better. We are building some pretty awesome things for some of our partner institutions inside that use these headsets. The experience with this headset on and looking at a website that you can walk through is different from anything that you've ever seen on the internet. I promise that. But is that enough to get people? I mean, I think it is when you put on a headset. I think the possibilities of the AR VR is going to be really, really interesting and worth watching. I'm telling you, I've never ever played a game before where a character from the game hid under my real bed and I had to shoot it. And I had to walk around the side of the bed and peek underneath it to shoot it. That is cool. That is different. That is a different experience that you can have anywhere else. And so I am interested in how these experiences are going to come to basic gaming, and also how it's going to interact with an institution of higher education. How can these bring the campus to you, or how can these things bring interesting things when you're on the campus? So I think that's going to be the interesting thing. I don't know what that looks like yet. I'm not saying everyone walks around with one of these on as they tour a school. No, but it is, the possibilities of that exist. Like if I could take this to a campus tour and a whole bunch of other things happened as I kind of looked around, that would be interesting. Would I ever do that? I don't think so. Not right now. But as glasses get better, as the Ray-Ban glasses get better, and Facebook really starts to think about the combination of the digital and the virtual, I think this is an interesting place to monitor both the tech and the infrastructure inside the tech. Anyway, that's my review. What do you think? Do you have a MetaQuest 2 or 1? Have you got the MetaQuest 3? Are you waiting till Apple comes? Let me know in the comments down here. Let's have a conversation about headsets. I'm dying to have a conversation about headsets. So please have a conversation about headsets with me. Thanks. Bye.